Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosie Victoria, and today we're going to be diving into the star sign reading of Pisces. Now, if you are a Pisces and you want to know what's in store for November 2024, then stay tuned and drop me a like and subscribe down below. Pisces, whew, it feels like a lot for you right now. And even as I'm connecting with you, it's like this, your heart is racing. And it feels like a mix of anxiety, a mix of stress, a mix of not quite knowing what's wrong. There's just a lot of emotions. And I say that without wanting you to go into a state of fear, because we're humans and we're allowed to have emotions. This is not about you entering a state of fear, and worst case scenario, you're a human being. But what I am sensing here is that there's somebody in your life that you've been holding at arm's length. And you've been holding them at arm's length from a place of self-protection. You don't want to get hurt, you don't want to get let down, and so you're quite stubborn in your thought processes. Now, what Spirit is showcasing to me here, that this could be a family member, a friendship, somebody who you felt hurt and let down by through the years. This is a long-term connection inside of your life. And you've been holding them at arm's length because it's easier to hold them at arm's length than allow them into your life and be let down by them. Now, when I'm looking at the energy of this, what Spirit is showcasing is that this is a time of letting your guard down and rebuilding healthy foundations in your life with the people around you. However, there's a piece of you that doesn't want to be hurt and let down. And so even the thought of this is like, no, I'm not here for this. I'm not available for this. However, you need to see that sometimes not your way is the best way. You're holding someone at arm's length because of how they've treated you over the years. And how they treated you, rightly so, has been bad, has not always been the right way that you should treat somebody. But what I am seeing is that although they went around things the wrong way, there's certain things that they wanted to communicate and deliver that was right, okay? They were right within their way of communicating with you. And there was a little bit of not wanting to see things earlier down the line, not wanting certain things to be right. And so you held yourself in this stubbornness within the relationship because you didn't want to believe what it is that they were saying. Now, right now is a time in your life where cycles are happening, and cycles are going to continue happening until you see them. There's a lot coming to the surface in your personal life right now. And as I see a lot coming to the surface in your personal life right now, it's making you angry because you don't want to have to forgive and forget and move through certain topics of hurt. You want to be angry. But anger is only hurting you in the long run, and sometimes you have to let your guard down and you have to allow yourself to think clearly. Now, what I'm seeing right now is there is going to be a rekindling of some kind of dynamic around you. Somebody who really has caused tension in your life, who really has been at the point of conflict in your life, you're welcoming them back into the energy. This is always challenging, right? Because you've held them at arm's length for a reason. When you've held them at arm's length, however, you haven't processed all your emotions. And I can see that whilst you hold this person away from you, actually there is a desire of a relationship with them. There is a desire of a connection with them. But it's been a coping mechanism for you to say, I'll just cancel you out of my life because that's easier than dealing with whatever emotions are coming to the surface. We are being guided in the next couple of months to deal with your emotions. And so you are going to be forced into a conversation. And this might look like somebody around you meddling and pushing the two of you together. It might also look like abrupt situations that require you to have conversations. Have the conversations. You might dislike this person, but they know you better than anybody else. And so they know on default when you don't want to listen to certain things. And so there is things that you don't want to listen to. Let your guard down, let them in, because they definitely want to help and guide you through this next chapter. And it's funny because it's somebody who you don't want to find comfort in, but as you're going through a lot of emotions, they are actually bringing a state of comfort. Now, what Spirit is reminding you is that your foundation is stable. A lot of you, it feels like the blues type of feeling, right? You've been on a high and then you're entering this blues. It's like you're looking for a pick-me-up. Just know that life is going to life. There's routine, there's life that's involved. However, there is going to be rushes of emotion when they are destined to be. Sometimes routine is equally as valid. And I know it can feel slightly boring and slightly monotone. However, you're building the foundation for your future. Life